Hello everybody and welcome back to my true crime channel. I hope you're all well and having a good day. DonWells completely lost it on a live on Ziggy's channel in the last 24 hours. Not only did Don lose it, Don was drunk and DonWells was very angry. So DonWells appeared on a live with Ziggy, and as I said, he was quite drunk, he was quite angry, and to start with, he couldn't actually remember agreeing to be on the live because to start with, Candace was meant to appear and then she didn't. That's a whole other story I'm going to tell you about in another video that I'm going to have released soon. But the whole thing was odd. There were 3 other guests on the panel, Jenna, Denise and Dusty. There was some confusion over whether Denise or Dusty were Prayer Garden. Then there was some confusion over whether one of them was Jenna. Jenna then appeared and clearly Denise or Dusty are not Jenna. This is a whole other story, a whole other drama that I'm not here to report on today. What I want to report on is how weird the conversation that Ziggy had with Don. So there were a lot of red flags for me from DonWells. Not only could he not remember that him and Candace had briefly spoken to Ziggy, he tried to claim that his friend that sounds like him was the one that spoke to Ziggy, when we all heard that it was definitely Don and you could hear Candace in the background. So more lies from Don, not making much sense to start with. So some parts of this live, Don did speak about Summer. Unfortunately, Don spoke about her in the past tense. And as usual, guys, that raises a huge red flag for me for DonWells. Don is always raising red flags for me. Not only was he drunk, admitted that he'd been drinking, Candace was meant to appear, then didn't. I'm going to tell you about that in another video. It was such a weird live. Not only did you have 2 or 3 other women all bickering amongst themselves, 2 of them sounding like they're in love with Don. Really weird. Really bloody bizarre. I did listen to the entire live, but I learned a lot from it. I want to show my big respect for Ziggy. She really is doing a good job to be able to let Don speak, not constantly interrupt him. When it was appropriate, she did mute the other people on the panel so Don could speak. And I would say that Don sobered up slightly during the phone call, but a lot of the things that he said raised massive red flags for me. Not all of it was about Summer. A lot of it was about Don. He started to rant and rave. He then was effing and blinded and swearing, and he completely lost it. Now, I'm not going to share the footage on here. I suggest you get across to Ziggy's channel to listen to it. It is an exceedingly long live. The conversation Ziggy had with Don was well over an hour long, if not nearer to 2 hours. I was surprised it went on as long as it did. And like I said, it was a really interesting listen. So if you haven't listened, I suggest that you do. So I'm going to be making quite a few different videos on this. A lot come from this. Not only was Candace's sister spoken about in a very odd way, which I'm going to report on in a different video. Candace was meant to appear on the panel on Ziggy's live, then didn't. I'm going to talk about that in another video. There were so many odd things that went down. I took numerous notes of all the things that I thought were strange. And in the end, I had so many notes, I didn't know where to start today. So in my opinion, Don really lost the plot. The main things that he was losing the plot over were the amount of people that had contacted him on Facebook. He claims that it's 2,500 people. He's now down to 8 people that he calls friends. All of the fake people that tried to befriend him when his daughter went missing, he was extremely angry about. And then for once, the first time ever, I actually heard Don really pleading to Summer's abductor, if indeed there is one out there. It wasn't really pleading to get Summer back. It was basically telling whoever the abductor is that when Don finds him, it's not going to be pretty, and that soon enough, Don's going to be going back to jail. So I've got to say, guys, this is one of the strangest lives I've ever heard with Don. Because Don is obviously not familiar with Ziggy and they've only just started speaking, it was interesting to see how the conversation progressed. I would say that by the end of it, Ziggy had Don on side and Don appeared to trust Ziggy, which is great. I'm really hoping that Candace changes her mind and does appear on the live, but I'm suspicious about that as I'm not sure she was ever going to appear, and I'm going to do a separate video on that. So anyway, guys, this is just a short video to give you a brief update of this live on Ziggy's channel. I have quite a few other videos I'm going to make off the back of it. A lot was said, aside from all the drama between the bickering women on the panel, which I don't really wish to get involved in myself. I'm here to help find Summer. I don't wish to get involved in these women's drama. I don't really care which one claims Don told them he loved them. None of this is relevant to me. What I was interested to hear was what Don had to say. So anyway, guys, did you hear the live? Did you hear Don really losing the plot? I mean, he was ranting and raving for what seemed like 20 minutes, constantly shouting, really getting very angry about what he may do to the person that took his daughter, about all the fake friends on Facebook, and as well about the people on YouTube that aren't on his side. It really was an interesting listen, because not only did Ziggy get Don on side, Ziggy kept on talking for what felt like nearly 2 hours. Well done, Ziggy. Please share your thoughts with me. If you watch this, please pop your comments below. Let me know what you think, especially about when Don really lost the plot. All of the other strange occurrences about Dr. Phil being talked about whether Candace was going to be on the live or not, I'm going to discuss in another video. But something Don did say about Dr. Phil is that apparently he says that the program should air next month in November, and personally, I cannot wait to watch it. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to have quite a few more videos coming out about the last couple of lives that Ziggy has done, because Don has appeared on 2 separate lives on her channel that I've now heard. I've got a lot of opinions on what I've heard. I've got a lot of thoughts, and I want to share them all with you in some other videos that I'm going to get out very soon. Well, anyway, guys, I hope you're all well. I hope you're taking care of one another. And as usual, I'm going to be back with you all very soon for another true crime video. Bye for now.